What's up, everyone? I am the Kaiju no Kami from the Toku and Animation News Network. Today, we've got Power Ranger suits on auction, Ultraman Blazar Blu-ray news, and who the writer of Kamen Rider Gavv is going to be. All this and more. So where do I start? San Diego Comic-Con has been going on this weekend, and there's been some interesting announcements made. Boom Studios did announce that they have the Power Ranger Comics license for another year, I guess, and they made some announcements of some new titles. We have Hasbro putting all the kinds of Power Rangers props and suits from the last 30 years up on auction that's going on in November. I'm very confused on this. I don't know if this is for a charity event or if they're just selling it off to make money back on the Power Rangers brand. But if it is the latter, that is very upsetting and disconcerting, because who the hell that is a Power Rangers fan can actually afford that shit? I mean, it's cool and all. Like, if it's for charity, you know what? I'm all for it. But if it's just to recoup their expenses, then yeah, why not put them in a museum, Hasbro? Because you sell these off, this is going to go to rich private collectors who are then going to, I have no idea, do with whatever they want, whatever fantasies they want with those suits. And we've lost then a bunch of Power Ranger history. Put them in a goddamn museum. Maybe you can do something with Toei where they can put them in the Sentai Museum in Japan or something. But no, don't do that. You know what, Hasbro? Sell me the Power Rangers license. I will give you $1,000 right now. You know what? I will give you $3,000 right now for the Power Rangers branding license. I will do it. And or sell it to me for $3,000 cash, and then I can give you a little bit of back pay when I make profits off of the Power Rangers license, because I will go all out with it. I will find a toy manufacturer to license toys to. I will make sure we get all kinds of villains, heroes, and then obviously I will license out Super Sentai and VR Troopers. I want VR Troopers and Battleborgs. Those need to be part of the deal, so I can license the Japanese versions out to companies as well. So come on, Hasbro. Sell me the Power Rangers brand. $3,000 cash. Okay. So anyway, yes, Power Rangers items on auction. Not sure how to feel about that. Like I said, if it's for charity, cool. That's one thing. But if it's just to line their own pocketbooks because they're trying to recoup costs that they've spent on the brand, then that's pretty fucked up, people. Pretty fucked up indeed. Okay. Other news. We've got Ultraman Blazar has just been announced. It is coming out to Blu-ray in October. On October 29th from Mill Creek. It will be both the series and the movie. And they will include both the Japanese version and the English dub. That is some pretty freaking awesome news. And the fact that Ultraman Blazar is going to be coming out already in October, especially with the movie that premiered at Comic-Con yesterday and just came out in Japan on Blu-ray a couple weeks ago, that is damn hot. I cannot wait for that. I am looking forward to watching Blazar again. And I'm assuming, though, that this means they have also licensed Zet, Trigger, and Decker. And while I'm not as excited for those as I am for Blazar, especially Trigger, which apparently now the internet loves, because I got attacked for saying I thought Trigger was the worst Ultra series after 7X the other day, and I'm like, okay, I thought everybody hated Trigger. Now everybody loves Trigger? Sure, whatever. Apparently you can't criticize Trigger anymore either, even when you're giving it legit criticism about them reusing older Showa monsters. But whatever. So Ultraman Blazar coming to Blu-ray October 29th, I think. I mean, it's a bit confusing because they said it would be in October, then they said correction's going to be in August, then they said, oh no, correction, it's actually going to be October 29th. So I feel like they're kind of using the Amazon release date system, with Amazon saying your item's going to ship on July 29th. Good news, your product's going to now ship on July 25th. Your product is now going to ship on July 26th. Bad news, your product is now going to ship on July 29th, because why else would we go into a giant circle? It went from one to the other to another, back to the one it was originally at, which wasn't even the original date. That's like the third date, but... Huh? What the hell is going on here? Why are you giving these release dates without actually having a proper decision on what the release date is? Huh? But anyway, that was kind of entertaining. So Ultraman Blazar, movie and series, October 29th. Which now I'm interested to know, because Tsuburaya is breaking the typical 12 to 18 month embargo period that Japanese companies usually have with American releases. So does that mean we might actually get Ultraman 80 and the Ultraman on Blu-ray before a year's time? So now I think I actually am going to hold off on watching and reviewing the Ultraman anime until the Blu-ray set comes out, because I could start the anime now, and next thing I know is I finish the anime, the Blu-ray's coming out, and I have to rewatch the series again anyway. I'd rather just watch it the first time on Blu-ray and then do a little comparison with the DVD in the set by just watching an episode or two of the DVD and not having to redo the whole thing. So I think I am going to hold off on reviewing the Ultraman until the Blu-ray set comes out. 80, I'm screwed. I'll just have to rewatch the whole series for the second time on Blu-ray, and then do a Blu-ray review of it. But still, I am super excited that Blazar's coming to Blu-ray. They also did announce that The Adventure Begins, the Hanna-Barbera cartoon, is going to be coming out to Blu-ray next year from Mill Creek with a brand new English track. I am totally looking forward to that. I guess they premiered the English track at G-Fest, but I can't find anyone that has talked about what voice cast was used. I'm hoping it was a good anime voice cast, a solid anime voice cast, because let's be real, those Hanna-Barbera voice actors, they were fine at the time when animation was still new and wasn't taken seriously. But we need new voice casts that actually care about the product they're delivering. So I'm hoping that's what we got with this brand new dub. Kamen Rider Gavv. The apparently 3 episodes leaked in China, and for some reason, and it revealed who the head writer of the show is, which is the one and only woman who cannot write villains for shit, cannot maintain a year-long plot, the one who gave us Zenkaiger, Lupat, and the one that's named Zyuohger, Junko Komura. If you like her, I'm sure you're cheering right now. Me, I'm like, ugh. She's not exactly bad, but like I said, she can't write villains for shit, and she doesn't know how to handle a year-long plot. I will give her some credit though. She knows how to write a really solid, singular main hero, because Zyuoh Eagle, Zenkaiser, and Lupat Red were really interesting, solid main characters. She just can't write a team-based series. So maybe, being that she's writing a Kamen Rider one, she will do really good with our single soul hero who is the main character. Maybe she will do a really good job there. But I don't have any high hopes for the secondary cast, nor the villains, especially the villains. Oh my god, her villains are gonna suck. And everyone's saying, well, she was under such and such's control during Super Sentai, which is weird because they said it was somebody else she was under the control of for Zenkaiger, and the villains were even worse in Zenkaiger than they were in the previous 2 series she did. So, yeah, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt because she struck out 3 for 3 on villains. But if you like Komura, I'm sure you're going to love this series. I personally, I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing for Gavv. I don't like the belt. I don't like the designs. I don't like the gimmick. So I am walking into Gavv very, very hesitantly. In fact, I'm pretty much walking on thin ice for my introduction for Gavv. If it doesn't like grip me within the first episode, I don't think I'm going to continue. I mean, Gotcha didn't grip me in the first episode, but it had things in there that was kind of like, and I didn't even continue. So, yeah. Don't know. Now we have, Geats, Gotcha, Gavv. So we have the 3 Gs. Are we going to go up to 5G? Anyway. So, not feeling the Komura for Gavv. Not feeling Gavv at all. Ultraman Arc, we've only watched the first 2 episodes so far. Kurelika was out of town last week, so this past week, so we didn't watch episode 3 yet, and obviously now we have episode 4. We might just watch the 2 episodes back to back and then do just a live stream reaction rather than watching the show while doing a live stream reaction. Haven't decided that yet. It might be easier than trying to watch 2 episodes and do a live stream all in one giant go. Figure that out sometime this week. Boom Boom Jur, we've watched up through episode 18, so I think we're 3 weeks behind, 4 weeks now. Maybe it's 4 weeks now. We'll catch up on that again. As you should have seen, I've got Kamen Rider. I had got my Ultraman Taiga and G-Bomb Blu-rays, so I'll be watching those soon. Hopefully we'll be starting Taiga today, if not today, tomorrow. I just finished recording my Spielbahn review before I started recording this video. And hopefully I'll be doing a Deadpool 3 quickie review. I don't know, it might be like a minute-long quickie review just because it's spoiler free, or maybe I'll do a little quickie and then a couple spoiler moment things to talk, points to talk about for Deadpool 3 that might contain some spoilers or minor spoilers, but I'll figure it out when I do that momentarily. Also, some sad news, we've lost some more Toku actors in the last few weeks, months. I know I had previously talked about Yellow Racer. We also lost Shurikenger's voice actor. One of the actor who has appeared in many Godzilla movies in the Heisei era and Millennium era. Their names escape me right now. I should have written them down when I wrote down my notes here. But he was the Prime Minister in the 2 Kiru movies. Sadly, he died. And somebody else died too just recently, and now I can't think of who it was. There's been so many people dying recently, I can't keep track of them all. But yeah, sadly, we've had a few Toku deaths recently, which sucks. It happens. That's part of life, sadly. Doctor Who news from Seino Comic-Con has been not the greatest. Apparently, there's going to be more fourth wall breaks and musical episodes in future seasons. I liked it for that one episode, for that one time. It was fine, but this is Doctor Who, not Dr. Poole. There should not be fourth wall breaks beyond the occasional one. The original series did it once or twice. This series has now done it once. Let's just leave it there. You're entitled to one fourth wall break, Doctor Who, and you already did it. And we had a screenshot of a Silurian from the upcoming Christmas special dressed in a business suit. I'm sorry, but what the hell is a Silurian doing dressed up like a chump? Again, it's Doctor Who, not Better Call Saul. And I love Better Call Saul, but the Silurian has no business being dressed up in a business suit. They're frickin' lizard creatures, not lawyers. They should not be dressing up like men. I really don't get this mentality that people need to be dressed up. I'm sorry, but that's a boomer philosophy that needs to go. And I also feel bad for Gatwa, because apparently after this panel, there are fans coming up to the stage, and he was trying to greet them and interact with them, and the convention staff were like, "Nope, you gotta go to Shooty, not to even just the fans, but to Gatwa, telling him he can't interact with them." I'm sorry, but isn't that supposed to be the actor's choice? If they want to interact with their fans, they should be allowed to. We were watching a documentary recently on season 20 set where what's his name? Pete Davidson talked about that there was a convention going on, that fans were stuck in line, and he would just walk down the line to greet every single person, knowing they probably weren't going to get in. That's the thing they do. That's the point of them being the doctor, is to also, they greet their fans. They want to interact with their fans because they like their fans. He should have been allowed to do that, not to be pushed aside by the staff saying, "Nope, you gotta go, you gotta go." If he's okay with those fans, then it should be okay. I'm sorry, it really irked me when conventions do not allow the staff who want to interact with their fans to interact with their fans. Most guests these days have gotten really greedy, where all they care about is the money. So seeing somebody want to interact with their staff, interact with their fans for free, should be a thing. But no, the conventions just want to make all this frickin' ass money. Like Mark Hamill, I'm getting into this whole thing. I should save that for a Let's Talk. But, okay. Which I still plan on doing. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how I want to entail it. But the first 2 episodes, one's going to be on politics, because that's a nightmare. And the other one's going to be on why I quit teaching. And, Power Morphicon is less than a month away. It's less than a month away. I don't know if I'm ready for it. We'll see. I submitted some panels. Let's hope my panels get approved so I can do some panels there, because that would be awesome. Especially some older panels that I've come up with some new ideas and learned some new things to talk about. I'd like to do that. I want to do some panels at this convention. Hopefully they get approved. But as always, click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support me. You can support me on Patreon and Bluesky at Toku AAN Network. Yes, Twitter is the same, but I'm sick of Twitter. Elon Musk can go to hell. So at this point, I'm just posting on there, and I don't really give a shit. If the account gets banned, it gets banned. I'm trying to be nice on there, but people are just making it so hard to not be toxic. And I'm trying to control myself from trolling. It's very hard to control myself from trolling stupid people. Stupid, not really, people that are just being rude just for the sake of being rude. That's the problem. That's the biggest irk I have. People that are just being dicks for the sake of being dicks. Oh my god. Anyway. You can support me on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, at Kaiju no Kami, and my website, creativitybydesignllc.com. And you can buy cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise at creativitybydesignllc.com/shop. There's also a link in the description below. And let me know what you're excited for. I'm sure something else has been announced that I did not see yet. Until then, bye.